What's going on? We're just doing a little install of a hook keeper. It's basically pretty simple feature, but what separates just regular store-bought rods from custom rods. I always think that you should have a hook keeper on a fishing rod. I don't think you should be putting a hook. When you go to finish fishing and you want basically store your hook, you shouldn't be doing it on your guides. So every custom rod I make, I put a hook keeper on, except if it's like a tuna rod. Just a nice little feature, and it is pretty simple. You can order them in black. They come a little square. This one's a little square. I like this one. Or they make a small round one, black or stainless. Pretty cheap item to add. Just adds that little bit extra. So we're just gonna wrap. I got this thread started. I'm a D-size thread, and we're just gonna roll this right over. You can see that the ends are chamfered on the anything that you want to wrap over. You want to hand file chamfer or Dremel chamfer just to make that thread go over. And we're just gonna wrap these real nicey nice. And then we're gonna insert our tag. Since I got little chunky digits, I like a little longer string. With working with sausage fingers, sometimes you gotta adapt a little bit. So we'll get this going here. We wrap this all the way up. And even though you got a power wrapper, sometimes you want to still do stuff by hand. That's a little enjoyment. I'm gonna call it the Bob Ross. You got a nice little hook keeper here. My inner Bob Ross. I don't know if guys know who that was. Bob Ross used to have a painting show. He used to teach everybody how to paint. So there's my tribute to Bob Ross. And boom, through the loop. Magnifying glasses on here. And right through, boom. Just gonna tighten that up a little bit. Burnish that thread out a little bit if you got any spots that need to be pushed. There's your chance. Let's see if I did put a tag on this. Take the other side off. This is a pretty tiny one. We're just gonna wrap that around a couple times. I'm probably gonna have to pull back a little bit, which you can always do. You just stop turning, grab the tag. You're gonna neaten that up a little bit. That'll also help straighten your wrap on the blank, so it doesn't look like a piece of bacon. And then we're gonna just trim this baby off. I use scissor on the first tag that I cut off. I use scissor, or when I like to finish, you do the finish tag. I like to use a razor blade because I don't like to have those little furry sticking out. Now you'll see right now I'm getting up to the chamfer. I don't really like to run that over, powering the rod lathe. So we just get that up and going. Get it up around a couple turns. Make sure it's straight. Roll back, that's fine. Just keep tension on it and back wind it. Keep tension on the spool, winding the spool back, and then just take it back. And you know, there's no problems with having a hand wind the rod if you're in a delicate spot, especially also doing trim bands. You know, it's in the rod lathe. The belt is connected to the motor. You could pull right through the motor, so you know it gets a little tiring. But if you got to do it, you got to do it. Make it look pretty. Okay, let's add another tag. Sorry, I'll go the other way with that. And then we're just gonna wind that back over. And boom. Now I'm wearing like a pair of jeweler's magnifying glasses. Some people don't like to have anything on their head. They use a bench-mounted magnifying glass with a little, you know, but the magnifying glass definitely helps. And we're gonna pull that baby through. Take my trusty, see it this way, it's a little bit easier to see. And there you go. I do a little burnishing. And then, you know, what I do is I just go down. When I'm done doing the wrapping, and I just make sure everything's pretty sweet. This is a abalone shell underlay under the threads here. I don't know if you can see that. And that's it. That's a hook keeper. Thanks, folks.